What's good, y'all? Today we got a special taste test. This is the David bar. I've been hearing a lot of things about these bars, but the macros are definitely insane. For 150 calories, there's 28 grams of protein in this. I think the bronze ones, this is the gold one. The bronze ones are supposed to taste a little bit better, but they're a little bit lower in protein too. They are pretty expensive, so if you're gonna pay all this for a protein bar, you might as well get the one with the best macros, I feel like, and hopefully it tastes good. But one of the reasons it's so controversial, recently they had a lawsuit. It was about calories in it, and people were claiming that it's much more than 150 calories, and this was a false claim. People have gone on and talked about how the study that said that the calories were higher than 150, they used a bomb calorimeter, and that's not actually the best way to process these bars because that just burns total energy rather than how the human body actually processes these things. So there's some pieces in this that, the human body doesn't really digest, so those calories technically wouldn't count in terms of how the government classifies the calorie count. 150 calories does seem pretty accurate. I think they might win that lawsuit. The other part that makes this super controversial is the use of EPG, plant-based compound that mimics fat and it mimics the taste of fat. If you could think about that, a much healthier alternative to fat can open endless possibilities in the world of nutrition, diet, all of those things. One of the sketchy practices that David did was acquire this brand, and now they have a monopoly over EPG so that other brands cannot use EPG without licensing from them, and they can obviously control who they license that to. Rather than having something that benefits the entire community, they kept it all for themselves, and people feel that's very monopolistic, which I definitely agree with. We'll see if these are even worth the hype. I'm not sponsored, so I'll give you guys the unbiased review. This one is the blueberry pie flavored bar. I will say the texture is pretty interesting. It's kind of crumbly on the inside, but sticky on the outside. There's some nuts, or I guess cheesecake particles. So you can see it kind of has this like purple reddish color. I guess that's to show you the blueberries. There's some pieces on the inside. I'm not sure what those pieces are, but taste test it and I'll let you know. The blueberry taste is really good. There's actually a crunch when you bite into it, but it's very chalky. There's some yellow pieces and then some white pieces. I really don't know what the white pieces are. I think that's the part that's giving me kind of this chalky taste. The flavor is okay. It's nothing crazy. For the price, is it worth it? I'm not really sure. But definitely if you're trying to meet your macros goals, I don't think you're gonna find better macros than this in any protein bar. 28 grams of protein for 150 calories is kind of crazy for sure. And they did start carrying, I think, 2 flavors at Costco, so maybe you'll be able to get a better price on those flavors if you like those flavors. Yeah, the blueberry part is really good. It's just this inside that's really throwing me off. I'm not a big fan of that. And honestly, if you have a good protein bar that you already like, I would definitely stick with that one. I don't think it's worth switching up. Texture isn't horrible on the outside, but the inside, yeah, I'm not really liking that. I have a couple more flavors, so we'll see how those are hitting. Overall, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10.